Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I think you might be pleased. We have at last got the circle double easy frames in. So this is where you'll need to pop over to if you would like a set. It is a set of 2 like it has been before. I'll just pop that to one side because that's where you need to go, don't forget. Set of 2. They are approximately a 5 3/4 inches diameter. So therefore, they will fit on a 6x6 card and they will fit on a 7x7 or an 8x8. They are a little bit more versatile like that, so that they fit in all 3, because I don't know which size cards you want, and I wanted to have a circle that fitted in the 3 most popular square sizes. So they aren't a 6x6, they aren't a 7x7, and they aren't an 8x8. So these are called the circle frames number 1, because we might do a smaller one. But to start off with, that's what you've got. The usual idea, no fancy packaging, just an ordinary, fairly ordinary cellophane bag and your card, which will look like that. So you'll think, I've seen that somewhere before. So that is what we're going to go with. And I'm going to show you a card today. I'm going to show you 2 cards actually, so that we can get a little bit of difference out of our circle frame. So the sort of thing that one would do obviously with this is perhaps make it into a frame for decoupage in the center, for snowflakes, for flowers, for happy birthday, anniversary, for pergamano, for groovy, for embroidery, anything that might fit into a circle that you would like to put on a card and show it off in all its glory with just a little bit of something extra. Okay, so as I said, you've got the 2 sizes. So that's what's unique about these, that you can get the odd circle like this, but these are made especially so that they fit one inside the other, giving you both an outer frame and an inner frame, which we've all agreed does look very, very nice. I've got the first batch in today and they are available now over on the website. And I have another batch coming in next Tuesday, so not very long to wait if we sell out beforehand. I don't expect we will because I have got loads, but there is another batch on their way. So let me show you what I'd like to make today. So I'm going to take these. Well, to be fair, I have already taken them, and I'm going to use it on a 7x7 card blank so that you can see how they sit on that. So first of all, got my 7x7 card blank, and I've already cut a piece of silver mirror card, and that measures 16.5 centimeters by 16.5 centimeters. And then I've got a piece of white hammered card, which is 16 centimeters by 16 centimeters. So I'm going to put those 2 on first. The circle was one of many that I've been asked for to have a go at, probably one of the very first ones. So I have had it in mind for a while, but I just needed to get all of the things absolutely perfect for it. And we have now. So they are all in and all checked and all ready to go. So that's our first setup. This is our first set of mat and layers, and I'm going to be making it into a Christmas card. So what have we done? So we've taken the largest die, that's this one, and from it I have cut it from silver mirror card. Okay, so that, when I pop that there, you can hopefully, if it didn't shine back quite so much, you'll be able to see that that fits on there quite nicely with a decent border all the way around as well, because I've managed to fit in my mats and layers too. And then I've used the smaller one to cut that out in white, and then that's going to fit just on there and hopefully then if I take it up so it does not shine on the light, you can see exactly how that's supposed to go. So the frames have been designed so that you've got that little bit on the outside and that little bit showing, which I just think makes any card really. I think it just looks really, really lovely. So looking good already, I reckon, don't you? So I'm going to pop them to one side because we don't need those again for the moment. But I have taken, not to dismiss, because one always needs the odd circle die. And so I've got one of my nesting dies that would fit just inside. If you look at that white piece, it fits just inside that. And I have used that to cut a piece of snowflake acetate. And I'm not even sure if you can see that. Can you? Maybe like that. Now, when you're cutting out acetate, top tip, always cut the acetate and a piece of either plain paper or very thin card at the same time, because otherwise it's a little bit difficult to get the acetate to grab with the die. So it's ordinary nesting dies, which are perfect for this sort of thing. And I've made it so that it fits just inside this white one, as I said, because I want to make this as if it's like a snow globe, as if we're looking through type of thing. And I'm going to attach this to the back side of the back of, not the back side, the back of the white piece to start off with. So let's pop them to one side. I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to put some extra strong tape or power tape along, if I can find the edge, along the inside of this one. So I'm just going to bring that round a little bit, and I'm going to cut it off in places. I have found that just by twisting it, it can sort of buckle up a bit. So I don't want to do that. I just want to put on enough so that we can stick our acetate straight down. You could use wet glue, but it would take forever and a day to dry. And so I prefer not to. I'm just going to use the power tape. So I'm popping that all onto here. So I'm going to make, as I said, into sort of a globe shape-ish. But you could also do sort of shaker cards and that type of thing. It probably will shake because I've added a lot of glitter to the bit that I want to put on in the middle. So I'm going to use my gorgeous pokey tool there. They are back in stock again next week as well. So just going to remove these tapes. Let's carry a bit. So we did make a snow globe using these at my in-person workshop a couple of weeks ago, and I will show you that as well, but I just thought I'd show you this one first because I liked this version too. So I'm now going to then pop my acetate onto it. Now there is a slight, very slight right and wrong way. So the right way, because I'm putting this onto the back, the right way needs to go down, and then just going to stick that. Now no one's going to see that, and that is the only trouble with acetate. It does show up all the bits and pieces, but nobody's going to see that, so all is well. So I'm going to then pop that straight onto my other layer, so you can see that that's how we're going. And I'm going to put glue just on this outer edge here, so that should be enough to just take that. If I put it onto the acetate, a little bit won't hurt, but the point is it won't dry if it goes onto the acetate. So just on that outside bit will be fine. Turn that over, and then simply, no measuring, no nothing. We just need to pop that down. All with the EasyFrames, the hardest bit is just deciding what colour. That's because I'm on the silver. What colour to go with. Just wipe that bit off. So need to let that grab. So whilst that is grabbing, and then show you, I've cut out some Christmas trees. So I've cut these out from an old set of Christmas trees that I had. And then I've popped some spray glue on them. And then I've put glitter, which you can hopefully see. Glittered beyond glitter, that one is. So just those. and they are going to go behind my little snow globe-ish. Okay, so they're going to go onto there. My trees are going to go down here. Now I just want to place this one on because I want to make sure, if I possibly can, that I can see the top of that tree. So I'm just going to make a little mark just there. Shouldn't really do it as a pen, just so that I can see where that one's going to go, because I want to turn it over and put a little bit of 2mm foam. I will be using a fair amount of foam on here to give myself some extra oomph. And these two, I'm not going to foam. I'm just going to leave them blank. So I'm just going to take that off of there and put an extra little bit of glue just on the back. Bring my card blank in again and know that I've got to just cover that a little bit like that. So that, oh, it's all crunchy. And then my two smaller ones, I'm just going to put behind like that sort of thing. And obviously lots of different people do, whoops, Christmas trees and things. So I've just grabbed older ones out of my stash to put on rather than get any new ones. So just pop that there like that. Stay stuck. Okay, so I'm then going to grab my circle frame, my double circle frame, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put some of the very wide, for me, 5mm foam on it. So I will try taking off the backing piece first, because I want to try and get this so that it does go all the way around in one piece if I can. And by taking the backing off, it's usually a bit easier to actually do. So you can see where you could make this into a shaker frame, shaker card. All sorts of aspects work really, really well with these frames. But as I said, if you're just into, if you want to do cards, if you've just been making some embroidery things or anything, it just works really well to show off any of those bits and pieces. Extra little bit of glue just around there, and pop this over my Christmas cards by trying, if I can, to put that more or less in the middle. Press that down. So I think it's looking quite good already. You can see, well, you can see the light shining on the mirror card, but more importantly, you can see it shining on all of those lovely jewels, gems. No, they're not, neither are they. Just sparkle, just sparkle. But I haven't quite finished, because I've brought in a little bit extra, and that is the Jamie Rogers Santa's Sleigh collection. I have to say, dismiss this to start off with, but do you know what? This is made for this, in my opinion. So I have cut out these bits of the dice. So they have two reindeer, slightly different. So I've cut out two of those. I've cut out one of the sleigh, and I've cut out this die, which is sort of like the reins type of thing of the sleigh. Now, if I bring that in close, hopefully, it's just trying to catch it. Can you see it's got a lot of detail on it? That's quite nice. You don't have to do anything else. It doesn't look just like a horse. It's got sort of like a little saddle and reins and everything. It's really quite nice. So that's that, my lovely sleigh. And then these two pieces, as I said, which are going to be for the reins. So pop that to one side. Now, just popping this into place. So I'm going to have my deer down here, and I'm going to place them so that this one is just flat onto the frame. Then I'm going to put a bit of foam behind this one so that he is slightly higher. And then my, need to move you over a little bit. Then I'm going to put my sleigh there, again with some foam behind it, because I want that to sit up nicely. But also I'm going to put the reins into place. So let's just put the reins first. And I'm going to put them quite close together. Pop a little bit of extra strong tape behind. And that's what we'll get them to stay on. So that we can maneuver that. Whoops. And then we can pick that up. One behind there, and then one quite close to it, but at the top. So that we've got our two reins. And then they can, I'm going to put them actually behind so that they will go on our reindeer. And clearly they aren't in the right place, but I just need to simply chop them. They supposedly would go like that onto his thing, but I prefer it behind, just so that it looks that they're pulling them. So I'm just going to trim the ends off because I don't want them to show. And then I'm going to put some foam behind them. So I'm going to put a little bit of 2mm foam behind the back of this one. And then when I put this there, if you can see, in order to make this higher, it needs to have foam just under here because this bit is flat on here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of foam. I'm going to put 2 little bits of 3mm, so that actually takes you up to 6mm, which is then fractionally taller than this one that was 5mm. There's method in the madness. You wouldn't need to go quite as detailed as this, but it's just because we like simplicity, and we've got simplicity in the frame and in everything else, but it would be nice to do something a little bit special with the extra bits here. So I'm just going to pop that down. I've put glue on that bit only, and then we've got our tape that's holding that. So if I show you, oh, can you see that's sitting up nice and proud on there? Then I'm going to, oh, should have not have done that. Just want to check. He's going to go there, and then this one is going to go there. That will be nicely. Just going to trim that because I don't want that to show. Multitude of hidings there. Take the glue off of this, the backing off of that one now. Pop him into place. Just try and make sure that we're either that we're floating because he's pulling the sleigh upwards, or that we're all on the same line, whichever you prefer. And then that one is just going to go a little bit of front, so I just need a bit of glue on the back bit there. So that's just, so he is a little bit to give you sort of a distance. So I would also then go on and put a sentiment up here, but I thought I would leave that because I will do that, and I will show you what it looks like with the sentiment. Not quite sure which sentiment I want. Could have put snowflakes, could have gone a bit mad, but just to show you a little bit of a difference. But most importantly today, we've brought along the first of the EasyFrames, the circular ones. So as I said, it comes in a set of 2. You will get both the larger one and the smaller one in your set. They are all ready to go, but with the next lot due out come Tuesday. So that is our gorgeous thing. Now, I did make it on a 6x6 card, but I did it in black and gold. So that's a 7x7. And here's your 6x6. So you can see that it is much smaller, of course, but it does fit in there still. And this one then is exactly the same idea, but it is in the black and gold. So you've got your deer at the bottom and your trees just gold. I didn't put any snow type glitter or anything. I just put them as gold because I thought that they showed up really well as well. But that shows you our circle frame on a 6x6 card, which of course is not 6x6. It is just about 5 7/8 or something like that. So that's what it looks like on a smaller card. That's what it looks like on the 7x7. Imagination to put it on an 8x8, but there you go. I'm not quite sure which one I prefer. I would have said that one's for Carol and one's probably for me. So there you go. Yeah, I like the black and gold one. Yeah, black and gold is sort of classy, isn't it? But it just goes to show, with just cutting out this sort of little extra bits there. Sorry that it's glaring back. I knew it would. That one's actually the satin gold, so that doesn't glare quite so much, but this one of course is the mirror card, so it does glare back. So there's my cards for today for you. Do as I said, pop over Pretty Smart to the website, so that we can don't know where the website thing's gone. Well, I was going to show you, now I can't. I don't know what I did with that. What did I do with that then? There's always something I lose, isn't there? I mean, well, whatever. Maximumcrafts.com is where you need to be heading to purchase the first of our circle frames. Double circle frame. All you need to worry about is what colour card you're going to use. And then you plonk the biggest one on the one that will show on the outer piece and the inner. And then you plonk your smaller one. Place probably would be better rather than plonking, to be honest, but nevertheless, so you've got your middle frame here. On this one, obviously I've done it with the black frame, but you can see the idea. So there you go. So thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back on Sunday, which will be the last one of the month already. So we will be looking towards another kit coming out. I did have, or have had, quite a few people asking about kits, and looking into the new year, this is like my thoughts. I'm going to be doing a slightly different version of kits. So watch this space. It is something that's going to come out into the new year rather than now. But I might trial one in December just to see how you feel about it. But at all times, we're going to be doing the kits like we ordinarily have done. There is no subscription as such, but that is possible as well. If people would like to do that, I'm going to be setting that up as well. But in the meantime, loveliness. I love that. Sorry, the pictures, if I put them up like that, they wouldn't look quite so whatever, would they? I'll try and take some good pictures for you so that you can see it properly, because everybody said how differently the picture looked from the one I did on Sunday when I took a close-up picture of it, even to the point when the card looked completely different colour. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on Sunday at 11 o'clock. Until then, take care. I hope you're not bothered too much by this awful weather. It has been pretty bad down here today, but hopefully it will, start to get a little bit better. Oh, someone needs to put some money in the till, don't they? Did you see that the lights went down a bit there again? Never mind. Better go and pay the bill, hadn't I? Take care till then, everybody. Oh, don't forget, thumbs up down here somewhere would be really appreciated. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.